So, students, today we are going to talk about immunology. Today's topic is immunology, and in immunology, we are to talk about very general terms like what is immunity, what are different types of immunity. So, before we start doing what is immunity or what are different types of immunity, let us understand that what immunity means. It is a kind of resistance against the diseases, certain infectious diseases. Our body responds differently, and that happens through the immune system, which is a part of our body, and that provides us that resistance, which is called as immunity. Like if we talk about, let's say, if we have had or in our childhood times measles, chicken pox, or mumps, most of us they do not experience that after teens. Once you are teens, you won't experience that. This means these are the diseases you can say of childhood, because most of us suffer through them as children and never again, and we acquire a kind of immunity, and all this happens through the immune system. Our body has certain mechanism to respond to such diseases, and that provides us immunity or resistance to such childhood diseases, and that system, as I said, is called as immune system. That is called as immune system. So let's understand the basic mechanism of immune system. What is the basic mechanism of immune system? That immune system, it is a complex system that includes the system of cellular and molecular components. Means the immune system has certain components, cellular, and also the other kind is at deeper level is the molecular. Now, what is immunity? Immunity means it is a natural or acquired resistance of individual to fight against a particular disease, and this immunity is provided by immune system, right? So what are the disease causing organisms or pathogens? Let's say any or foreign particle that happens to enter the body, that is an antigen. Now this antigen provokes the immune system through different mechanisms that provides our body the immunity. So immunity, immune system, it is kind of backbone of our health. Whereas term immunology. Immunology means study of specific response of higher organisms directed against certain foreign material. It deals with immune system, and it also deals with the immune responses that provides its immunity. Might have heard the name Edward Jenner. He is known as father of immunology. What we study in immunology? That is, we study. It is this branch is very important as it is used to determine infectious diseases. forensic studies, hygiene practices in preventing infectious diseases, development of vaccine and other effective preparations, etc. etc. So now we coming to the immunity and its types. So you by now you have understood what is immunity. Immunity means resistance, which is shown by the host means our body, towards certain injury caused by the microorganisms, which I said either they could be pathogens or their products, foreign particle. There it can be their products also, like toxins of the bacteria which are released from the body. They also behave as antigens. And protection against infectious diseases, it is one of the result of this immune system. Hence, now the immunity is of two types. So, types of immunity. It has two types. Innate immunity and acquired immunity. Also called as adaptive immunity so the innate immunity, it is non-specific and it is also specific, while acquired immunity, it is two types, active and passive immunity. Passive is natural and artificial also. So what is the difference between innate and acquired immunity? Innate immunity, innate immunity present from birth, it remains throughout life, and it is not necessary that the body happens to be in contact with certain pathogen or its antigen. That is not essential. And this immunity is inheritable, like it protects the individuals from contraction of diseases of other organisms. It includes the barriers that prevent the entry of foreign agents. So, innate immunity, for example, one example I can give you for innate immunity is the innate immunity, it would result, it is inheritable, results from anatomical, physiological, biochemical, and genetic makeup, right? So, it results due to peculiar anatomy, peculiar physiology of a species, biochemistry, and genetic makeup. It is the result of that. Not affected by prior contact with the microorganisms. And this immunity is the kind of most effective type. Most effective type of immunity. And it persists for a longer time. Like the example, we cannot get canine distemper. We cannot get this. We cannot catch this. This is a disease of dogs. Disease, they catch it, but we are immune to this. While we are not immune to AIDS, we can get AIDS, while dogs cannot have AIDS. So that is the difference. Innate immunity is non specific. It is not specific, it is non